If your shilajit's gone hard, a little bit like this one here, let me show you. I've had a load of people asking me questions. What do we do if it's gone a little bit too hard? Let me show you. This is a glass container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the whole thing, let me show you, into some boiling water. Here we go. Now, make sure you've not put so much water in there that it's going to overflow. So if you leave your shilajit in that pot for a few minutes, that water's just boiled, it will start to loosen up a little bit. If your shilajit isn't changing consistency because of the temperature of the room, it's not the real deal. If it's super runny all the time, it means it's got too much water content in there. Now, your 30 gram pot that you got for £5 is probably only going to have 2 or 3 doses in it. This stuff here is going to last you for 2 to 3 months because you need a rice grain amount. Now, what I do to get it out is I use the end of a spoon. Now you can see, as this has been in for only a few seconds, it's really starting to loosen up at the bottom. Look at this now. Ugh, let me get it out. It's hard with one hand. There you go. So that's what should happen. Now, if I was to take this out and put it in the fridge or just in the cold room, it would harden up a little bit again. So I'm going to pop this into that warm water there. And instantly you can see that that's starting to turn the water dark. That is a rice grain amount. It's a really small amount. Now, people say, does it have to be warm water? I think it dissolves best in warm water. In fact, I know it does. I've been taking the fucking stuff for that long. But if you give that enough time, that will completely dissolve now. And the water will be, as you can see, quite a dark browny colour. You can see that the water's warm because the glass is getting condensation up on it. And there you go. It's completely sort of melted off the spoon now. That's the consistency. That's how much water I would take it with. I take this with a coffee in the morning. Some people say I can't take the taste of it. Put it in your coffee or put it in your tea. And look at that. After just a couple of minutes, or not even a couple of minutes. I mean, this video is only 2 minutes 15 long. It's almost, there's a couple of little bits in there. But the longer you leave that and keep stirring it, that will completely break down. Now, a lot of the other brands, no matter how long you leave it in for, there's still bits in there. So look at that. Let's see if that's completely gone clear. Let's see if that's completely clear now. Look at that. All gone. Rice grain amount, look at the colour of that. So that's what you're looking for. Mine's still in this boiling water now, so I've just taken that out. But that's now gone nice and soft. In actual fact, you can see it coming on my fingers. Look at that. Disgusting. So, keep it at room temperature. If it's been cold in your room, you know, if you've had a couple of cold nights, it's going to go quite hard. Stick it in the boiling water, but don't let the water get into the shilajit. Maybe keep the lid on, otherwise you're watering your product down. Rice grain amount. Let me know how you get on with it. Welcome to the club.